Okay, the question came up online as to why beauty shears are convex. So what I did was I used a Wolf angle gauge. It's set at 45 degrees. This right here would be where the hone line is that runs along the inside of the cutting edge. This back here would be the ride area. This would be the hollow of the shear and 45-degree angle. You slide this out of the way so you can see a little bit better. This isn't a perfect drawing by any means. Convex is probably off some, and or the concave rather, for the hollow grind on the inside. Convex is pretty sloppy looking too, to be perfectly honest with you. I hope I wouldn't sharpen it that way, but this would be the convex edge, which is that rounded front edge right here off of the 45 degrees. Up here you have a 45-degree angle up against that hone line on the inside. If you had a shear, one of the purposes for reconvexing the front surface of the shear is for strength. If you had a shear that had a strong face grind on it, like you would see in a German bevel edge shear that would actually have a flat inside surface, you would actually have a very weak shear. There's not a lot of strength or a lot of metal in this area right here. So what the convex will do is it'll help to beef that up some. So that lends strength to the overall cut of the shear, which is helpful. Another purpose of the convex as well is to actually move the blade out of the way for the cut. There's less resistance. What that means is if you have a 45-degree angle that's been blended back for all intents and purposes into infinity, as the shear moves through the hair, it will cut through the hair easier. So if you have a 45-degree angle that's blended back, it'll cut through. 50 degrees would be even more of a smooth cut as long as the steel could handle it. But 45, what would happen is if you continue to sharpen the scissor and not reconvex it, over time you could end up with the same 45-degree angle, not dealing with the hone line. Of course, we'd have a little bit thicker hone line here, hopefully, but you can see that at this point here you have quite a bit of resistance because all of this material right here would be running up against the hair as you do the cut. Where if you actually convexed that back over time with your sharpening, you can see how that would smooth that back and make it easier for it to go through the hair. So that's really the purpose for the convex, or at least two that I know of, that I typically teach and that I'll show people. And there's probably some other reasons for it as well, but these are two important reasons. One is it lends strength. The other is it reduces resistance for the cut. Hope this helps.